Hadn't changed resolution on the stream. Does this look any better or worse or anything like that? Also, we're back. I have gone ahead and cut videos. I'll just go ahead and not save that one. Videos, I'll just go ahead and not save that one. Videos, I'll just go ahead and not save that one. And I'll stop echoing into myself. That's good too. Alright. Sorry about that echo. Do that every once in a while. Ah, skulls. Cool. So we're back, and we're gonna do another couple of Modern Masters events, depending on how the next one goes here. I've got, do I have it set up for 3 in my stuff? I have enough for 3 in my stuff, and then that'll be fine. Yeah. Skull. Well, on the plus side, it could not actually turn out worse than the last draft. That's the way it works when you owe it 2. On the plus side, we'll get to do something different. Maybe focus more on otherworldly journey stuff. Maybe fairies. Maybe there's a lot of things in this set. I will go ahead and get set up in here. I really don't know that if Storm is a possibility. I realize, I mean, I know there are cards to support it. It just feels so wonky. Oh well. Perfect. Have you, Kavanaugh, have you been streaming this for a while, or... Good lord, I am dropping a lot of... Ah, okay. I understand. I'm hoping that the settings change improves quality here. Could draft Dragonstorm. You'd be surprised how long that stream can go on for. The last one was about an hour long. I felt it was interesting. It's still worth drafting, even if it were to go poorly. And I doubt all of yours go that poorly. You know what you're doing. Looks like it will be a little bit of a wait. All of the queues are just kind of at a point where nothing's happening. That one's extremely fair. I'm certain I'll be burning like 20 odd tickets on this. For practically no reason. Well, streaming is its own reason. Playing is its own reason. I mean, past this, Yeah, big creatures are good. Man, I should have just went with the big creatures. That's the second time I've first picked red cap both of the drafts I've done in this, and it doesn't do anything. Well, green itself gets you all of the big ol' Thalids. It gets you Imperiosaur, which is this giant monster of a creature. It gets you... Uh, what other green creatures are there? Giant Dust Wasp. Dust Wasp, yeah. That's not a very good green creature, but it's still a flyer, so you take it, and you suspend it, and it's like a bad errant Ephemerate. I'll butcher card names all day. That's fine. I would kill for giant spiders. Giant spiders are my favorite creature in green. Giants are large. Large creatures are good here. We'll see where the winds take us. Maybe the winds take us to lofty heights. Dragonstorm. Dragonstorm is in Modern Masters because Dragonstorm was a card that saw play in Standard a lot and sees limited, very, 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 very limited play in somebody's Modern deck somewhere. Yeah, it's not a card you're drafting. The only cards you could grab with it would be like Kami Dragons or Changelings. Partic Dragon as well at uncommon. I have gotten to play that card once in draft. That was a really fun. It was a triple time spiral draft where I had a Dragonstorm and a Bogarden Hellkite, and I just went ahead and played Dragonstorm as a 9-mana sorcery that searched up Bogarden Hellkite. Because you don't lose games where Bogarden Hellkite comes into play in limited, on your end at least. Unless your opponent then plays Bogarden Hellkite back and kills yours. It happens. Limited's weird sometimes. Anyway. We are go. We have opened the same rare. Beautiful. Well, cards of actual note. Oh, I should go ahead and pull up the card tab because that's pretty important to have on this one. Okay, cards of actual note. Darkwood Baloth is a large dude. Giant Wasp is a cooler suspend card than Darkwood Baloth. We have Stinkweed Imp or Marsh Flitter in black, neither of which are terribly compelling. I love Trigon Predator, but I don't want to commit to those two colors immediately. I feel it's between the Giant Dust Wasp and Darkwood Baloth. Both of those are good. The Kavanaugh, you like the Trigon Predator? I really like that as well. Again, I just don't want to commit just straight to that right away. I'm not going to be drafting like 5 color as much as I think you do. We'll see, though. I will go with the Dust Wasp and see where it leads. It leads into blue. I'm picking Riftwing Cloudscape. We are going to be Suspend.deck. I like Suspend.deck. I think Riftwing Cloudscape just beats out any card I can possibly see in this pack, with like Rift Bolt as a maybe exception. This is, for those that didn't play with this card, this is a Mist Raven that has, like, 3 things up on Mist Raven. Being castable for 2, being able to hit target permanent, things of that nature. We'll go with that. See where it leads. Hey, that Auriok Salvagers I mentioned. I guess if you get this card with, like, a Pyrite Spellbomb, that's a neat combo. The real card, the real hero of the day, is probably this Penumbra Spider. Penumbra Spider is a really cool dude. It is a giant butt on a creature that, when it dies, we get a second copy of it. Oh, I'm going to note, we've been seeing these go around. Videlkin Dismisser is really, really good for a 6-mana 2/2. I don't usually say that about 6-mana 2/2s, so... Whoa! Well... Colors just kind of disappearing. Black is very heavy in this pack. Latchkey Fairy is available. We would have to have some sort of fairy to prowl that with. Even without it, it's still a 3/1 flyer, and probably the superior option to Greater Mossdog. Like, Greater Mossdog's cool, but all it is a hill giant. So we'll go ahead and grab the Fae, and note that there's still a lot of black going around that might be worth noting later. Ooh. Okay. Number of black cards, there's the Dampened Thought. Thallid is actually a fairly reasonable 1-drop that I would be fine playing. The other cards in color I'm not terribly impressed with. I guess Dampened Thought would be interesting, though all of the green arcane card, like, by all of the green arcane cards, I mean Kodama's Reach is the only one there. And Esperzoa requires a commitment to a deck we're not playing. So, we'll go with the Thallid. Gnomebitten, you did not miss an entire draft. You missed... This is pack 1 of a draft. I think you saw the end of the last draft. Everything went badly as we played red. There's nothing in this pack that really stands out. I might pick like a Muru Seeker and... Yeah, the end of Goblins was the last of it. I don't feel like picking up the Walker because... Street Wraith. I tend to agree with you, Kavanaugh. Colors are getting cut pretty hard. I think black is safest. Oh, there's some cards that are worthwhile. Also, like Street Wraith, I can still feel not terrible playing if I got stuck with it. Sporoloth Ancient is cool. We don't need walkers. Trust me, that is a last pick we'll be seeing a ton of. Mad Auntie's cool, though we're not going to be doing a lot with that. Aether's Spellbomb's also cool. Probably between the Sporoloth Ancient and this. I guess how... Yeah, big creatures. Okay, yep, as you were saying, both colors are looking quite missing. Guess I can pick, like, the Fairy Rogue. That is a 1/1 flying Ravenous Rats. Or Absorb Vis. Yeah, Stinkweed Imp on a round is really good and makes me feel like black is an option we can continue with. I feel like black is the color that's really open here, though, Kavanaugh. White looks, with the exception of that Sandsower in the last pack, just kind of looks missing. I don't know. We'll see how it continues. Mantuko Shaman is a card I can actually play reasonably and like. Everything else in here, not so much. I guess Warspike Changeling I could play and like as well. Interesting. No, I feel like a lot of it is that green is probably being picked a little heavier on my side. Either of these two is playable. I like Fairy Macabre a little more. And I, again, don't feel like we're going to be needing... Okay, so it looks like black is going to be more than likely the second color, but at least green I feel good with. Every green card we have I would be fine playing in the main. Ooh. Now Jugan is historically the weakest of the 5 dragons. However, it's still a dragon. It has a very heavy green commitment. Has no other card in this pack that even matches it in power. So it's clearly the pick. I guess the better question then is what we get on the go-around. Yeah, like a weakest of the dragons puts it in a still very strong spot. This is still a 6-mana 5/5 flyer with, even if they do answer this, has an ability. Incremental growth is not as strong as it looks. It's not incremental blight is I guess what I'm saying. I'm fine with that. Any of the cards in there coming around, like Warren Pilferers even coming around is fine. Yeah. So that's good. That's a really good card. Here we have a couple good options for us. Masked Admirer, green getting a green card draw. Like, Masked Admirers is a good 4-drop. Acts as a hill giant, can be bought back. Sentinel Wood Readers is a good defensive creature. I feel like the Masked Admirers is slightly better, and I'd be more likely to play it. Might interact with, like, if I dredge with Stinkweed Imp. Ooh, these are a lot of cards I like. Okay, so I've immediately clicked on Reach of Branches, but that in no way says I'm picking it. We have Thesis coming around. We got Darkwood Baloth, Thallid Germinator, and the Pilfers. I feel like it somewhere between Thesis and Reach of Branches, though actually they're all fairly good cards. Where do I want to be? I don't have Search for Tomorrow's or Kodama's Reaches yet. I don't feel like Thesis is terribly good. Like if I can't hard cast it, is what I mean.
So it looks like this time around you're, if you can't beat them, join them.
Oh yeah, we opened up the same rare in Pack 1, Angel's Grace. That was cool. Went ahead and picked a couple good green cards and moved in on that.
Okay, cool. Maybe we can dredge Reach of Branches into our bin.
Yeah. What it looks like right now, what I was planning at least, was at the start I picked up Giant Dust Wasp and Riftwing Cloudscape, but blue dried up very quickly.
Okay.
So black started getting picked up. I haven't decided which is still the pick.
So do you want another Penumbra Spider or an Imperiosaur? Because Imperiosaur is like big game.
I know, they're both... Oh god, it is very hard to pull me away from this freaking spider. I absolutely goddamn love Penumbra Spiders so much. But it's Imperiosaur, that's a 5/5. This is a 5/5. It has 5 toughness and 5 power. Let's pick the Imperiosaur and wheel the spider, right? You can do that?
You can wheel the spider in a magical fantasy land.
Do I live in a magical fantasy land?
Whoa, can we move in on Worm Harvest? That thing is bonkers.
We could do that. I don't know if I want to move in on it, right? I honestly feel like it'll just come back around. That's not a card.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Like, I think it's Death Rattle or the Thallid Shell Dweller.
Oh, I guess we don't have any two
We have
drops
nothing.
yet.
We have nothing.
How much
early.
removal do we have?
I'm gonna go with Jack. We got nothing.
Let's take the Death Rattle then. We're picking up a bunch of green creatures, so Death Rattle will be better.
Yeah. Like, how so? Like, because we can throw them away to it, or?
No, because we are picking the green creatures that it cannot destroy.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what the heck? And it might just be that black isn't like we have Echoing Truth and Spellstrutter Sprite as options here.
Okay, blue came back. Blue's back, baby.
Woo! Like, I could pick up that Echoing Truth and feel really good about it. I could. I don't know. I don't really know about the Spellstrutter Sprite, but Echoing Truth I'm completely fine with. Yeah. Because both Crowsang Grip and Echoing Courage aren't cards I'm really looking to have in the deck. Oh wow! This is insanity as far as a green pack goes. Thallid Shell Dweller, Darkwood, Baloth, and second copy of Reach of Branches.
Man, spoiled for choice.
Yeah. And I guess Erratic Mutation as a removal spell. That's a bit wonky. Unwieldy. I feel like I want it to be either the Baloth or the Shell Dweller. Like, just as something to do early, and...
We already have a Baloth, right?
We don't actually have a Baloth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, we don't have any of those. Those are not a card that's in our deck. Also, it's a 5/5. 5/5s are large, and that's how we're going to win, right? Is we just are large. If we throw huge creatures at them. There's not a ton in here that really stands out.
Raven's Crime.
Oh boy.
Or actually, wait, the biggest man, who is a 4/4.
I think at this point I can finally pick one of these up and feel fine about it.
Yeah, I mean, Dirkwood Boars isn't, like, terrible.
Yeah. Oh man, the Nantuko Shaman made it around.
Cool, we're probably in the right color.
Yeah. Pack 1, like, it was... Things were getting cut very quickly, but... this time... Oh man, Narcomoeba. If we start dredging... if we dredge enough... I think Citanal Wood Readers is probably more reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah, man, take the Lunatics.
Nothing at all, so we'll go ahead and take cards. Traumatic Vision. Yeah, Chalice of the Void just ain't getting picked in a area where your cards don't get to stay with you after the draft. Here's our Worm Harvest. It did as I expected, table around. Yeah. Traumatic Vision is very good. All of these basic land cyclers are actually very good. Anyway,
yeah, I never actually expected the Worm Harvest to make it around. That's
yeah, like we may or may not
great.
have the dredge to support it, but if we do, great. It didn't cost us anything to pick there. So maybe we get that going.
like even on its own, you can prefer to not play your lands and then just use it to play additional copies of Worm Harvest. Maloku! That's another way to get lands in your hand.
I think I like Maloku. Also, I think that finally decides my question I've had here between black and blue. I think Maloku just tells me that blue is the winner. Though
That way you want to splash like one island to cast Maloku.
We are now at least casting Maloku. We're doing that. Other cards of note, half this pack actually. Thal Germinator, Trigon Predator, Warren's Weirding, Warren Pilfers, Mass Admirers, Sylvan Bounty. Even Siphon Life's okay. So yeah, we're
right. Yeah, no. I mean, we're picking Maloku.
We're picking Maloku. Is that really a question?
Get that Moonfolk.
Oh
no! And then Tombstalker comes in. How about Penumbra Spider instead of that nonsense?
Yeah, that seems more reasonable. Nothing.
Or even Sporoloth Ancient, depending on your curve.
We've got one Sporoloth Ancient and one Penumbra Spider already.
Oh, I see. We probably want another spider then. Like you will never get past me. I have Penumbra Spiders.
Man, if Maloku hadn't been there, this Tombstalker would be immediately the slam, and then we'd be in black. Instead, we're gonna go ahead and pick a spider. I like spiders. What we really need is just cards that cost less mana. That's honestly what I'm looking for. Just anything to play in these first couple turns. I could grab a Street Wraith. I could... Lotus Bloom! Perfect.
Well, you play Lotus Bloom in the early turns and it ramps you to your big stuff. Why not? It's really not competing with much. What, Mirror Retriever? Hanakami?
It's competing with nothing at all. Sure. Let's go nuts. Maybe we'll find something cool for it to do. Maybe I'll have another Traumatic Vision, and there's a lot of red in this pack. Or maybe Engineered Explosives. That could actually be the more reasonable, like, piece of removal out of here. Like, on 0 for tokens, and we could probably go up to 3 if we're gonna, like, splash blue for that Maloku. We also do have a Moldervine Cloak. Moldervine gives us another dredge option. Get our Worm Harvest on.
I like that better, especially as a lot of your creatures are kind of like bleh. And Moldervine Cloak makes them really exciting.
Moldervine Cloak makes everything exciting. Thallid Shell Dweller. Hey, Tribal Flames, how's it going?
Yeah, bonkers.
I
think we can finally pick up a Thallid Shell Dweller here.
Yeah, I think I'm actually better with that than the Germinator. The Germinator I feel better if we actually had like a pile of them. Of Thallids, that is.
Yeah, someone else is going to be happy with all the Thallid Germinators who've been passing them, but...
Yeah. Hey, I'll take another Giant Dust Wasp. That's a really cool card.
Or a Greater Moss Dog?
Man's Best Fungus. I don't think I want the Greater Moss Dog. I don't think it does anything. I mean, it dredges. But it's not exciting.
I mean, sometimes you need the solid cards.
Well, Giant
I don't know. Each one of them is fine.
I think it's just green flyers get me. Oh, Jesus, what is going on here? Woodfall Primus. How big do I want to go?
Yeah, drink some pork soda. Get that guy.
Yeah, let's go huge.
Go huge! Do we even... No, we don't have a Kodama's Reach or anything?
No.
Yes, justify Lotus Bloom. Sweet.
Yeah, let's give them nuts with Woodfall Primus. That'll be sweet. Hey, Paradise Mantle.
Perfect.
Maybe we can do that and then accelerate up to the Primus. Alternately, there's nothing else in this pack I actually care to pick. This is like Hanakami number 7. Okay. Warren's Weirding, is it like a removal spell? Or... I guess better question is, am I even playing black? I don't actually think for much outside of like Stinkweed Imp and Death Rattle. Yeah, I think we actually can play black with this setup now, and we have a number of Traumatic Visions, Absorb Vis to go grab things. Though Traumatic Visions actually isn't grabbing a land if we need blue. Maybe it's not as good as I thought. We'll see. Mirror Retriever, get in the deck. I don't even care. Hey, Thallid Germinator made it around. Solid. Greater Moss Dog made it around. Even better.
I'm very happy about that.
I really still haven't decided. I know we're playing Moloku. That's just not a question.
Yeah, playing like the minimum amount of blue just to get Moloku in there would make me really happy.
Right.
I'm not really thrilled about any of your other blue cards.
Riftwing Cloudskate's the only other blue card I feel is, like, very good. It's a Mistraven.
It is an expensive Mistraven.
It's a
or
suspendable.
perhaps a cheap Mistraven, depending.
Anyway, let's go ahead and throw all our green cards in a pile and see what happens. Alright, all of our green cards have been thrown in a pile and we're at 20. Cards of Black Note, Stinkweed Imp, Warren Weirding, Death Rattle. That's about it. Throw Worm Harvest on the pile. Lotus Bloom. I feel like Lotus Bloom isn't terribly exciting for us, but Paradise Mantle actually should be useful. Alright, let's fix the curve, or the look of the curve. Alright, this is what the curve actually looks like. We have to cut a couple cards. Like, I could just straight cut the black. Like, be a green deck. Oh, you can hear that in the background. Interesting. I could pile on Mirror Retrievers as like the chain blockers, but that's silly.
I don't know. I kind of like the idea of killing things.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't cutting black cut all or removal?
All of it. I mean, all of it is Stinkweed Imp's Death Rattle and Warren's Weirding at the end of the day. Though Death Rattle is real.
Death Rattle plus a Dredge Plan, Worm Harvest.
I don't know how I feel about Worm Harvest, to be honest.
I always like it.
I don't feel like we want to be discarding lands, though. Like, Reach of Branches says we don't want to be discarding lands. Woodfall Primus says we don't want to be discarding lands.
All right. Once you draw your 10th, you'll think differently.
Or I will be as foolish as I want to be. Well, if we add the Stinkweed Imps, we do have enough dredge. Alright, I'm gonna add in the real black again. And see what cards we could possibly cut to make this work. Let's go with like Moss Dog. If we're playing the Stinkweed Imps, we don't need Moss Dog for the dredge. And then like one more card. One of the Stinkweed Imps. Our black just feels so weird because we have no mana fixing.
Sure we do. We have Paradise Mantle. That's fixing.
Like, you see any other card in here we could cut for Stinkweed Imp number 2? Or do we even care about Stinkweed Imp number 2? Also Worm Harvest if we wanted to go that direction as well.
And it is tough. Well, anything that leaves Death Rattle in the deck, that's what I'm in favor of.
Yeah. I think I could just set it up with this. All of our land cyclers are on black and blue. I didn't pick up Sylvan Bounties because I'm a fool. Is pretty much what it comes down to. And we didn't actually see Kodama's Reach or Search for Tomorrow, which was kind of disappointing.
Yeah, that's depressing. Those are really good. Especially Search for Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Actually, both of them. They're both very good.
Yeah, I think we stick with it like this, and if we end up running into like weird mana issues, so be it. It's like we play one island for Moloku. Do we go any heavier than that?
I really think not. 2 sources in the deck for 1 blue ever. That's fine.
And then black, we could go... We have 3 cards. Our complete lack of mana fixing really throws me off here. I don't like that at all. Like, just Paradise Mantle. Thanks, Suggestatron. You're really good at this. Okay. Yeah, right now I have 3 swamps in here for the Death Rattle, Stinkweed Imp, Warren's Weirding. We have a really large amount of card draw for being in almost mono green. Nantuko Shamans, Masked Admirers, Citanal Woodreaders.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Bunch of creatures who replace themselves or are multiple creatures. Yeah. We're gonna be dense. One more island, just for.
I think about, like, we want Wansa Forests, but on the opposite end of things, like, if we cast Moloku, doesn't the game just end? Like,
Okay. You always want to cast Moloku. If you
Always
draw
want
it.
to
That's
cast
fair.
Moloku forever. Yeah. Okay, let's go with this. The only other card we could throw in here is Worm Harvest, but... Ignore it. So yeah, we just went with the opposite plan of the last draft. Instead of drafting all of the small creatures, this time we are the huge men.
Yeah. Now we have 5 toughness guys.
Now we
Yeah.
are the huge men.
You have the reach of branches and the reach of Penumbra Spider. That's really what makes me happy about this deck, though. The Penumbra Spiders. Oh man, turn 1 suspend or turn 1 Thallid. Awesome.
This is funky, but I think I'm fine with it.
We are totally fine. Look at this beautiful bean footage.
Alright, turn 1 suspend.
Yes.
We are playing against King Feeble.
Oh man, that's a strong name.
Yeah, so suspend the Dirkwood Baloth, then play Thallid, and then hope we draw into a couple lands, get Masked Admirers going.
Yeah, or like a Thallid Shell Dweller or some nonsense.
Yeah.
There's stuff. We have things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's reasonable. And if we have to discard enough cards, well, there's our Death Rattle.
Once we draw black.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. Or if he just kills all of our things.
Oh man, something weird happened with your name there for a second. Like within the client, your name like became a red bar, or maybe his did.
I think that his has.
That's
Mine
kind of
has
weird.
a smiley face next to it.
You're a friend.
Yeah, that is a silly part of the way the buddy list works, is that any person on your buddy list has a smiley by them, and you can put yourself on your own buddy list. So then you get a smiley face next to you.
Right, because this is good software that's
right.
very completely designed and considered and all that. I want you to check your rating.
Don't have to.
Oh, okay.
All
I
right.
was quite nervous for quite a long time with that.
Yeah, that was...
Like, maybe he honestly had tough decisions to make about his opening hand here. Ah, Vivids!
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just... Hey, a land. Okay. So we'll get the Thallid train going. We've got Dirkwood Baloth slowly ticking down time.
Man, my favorite Thallid is the Ron Spencer Thallid.
Okay, we also have 1,000 upkeep triggers.
Oh man, we're gonna have to auto-yield to these things.
Yeah, I'm not even going to bother with... Oh, here's the Woodfall Primus.
Yes! The Woodfall Primus.
You're huge.
Man, the Thallid beatdown. It's already begun.
What's he gonna do, huh?
Trade Spell Stutter Sprite for it?
Take one.
Pepper Smoke it? I don't know.
No.
I frankly do not.
Trade Spellstrutter Sprite was the only one that came to mind for me. Alright, does he have real spells for us? Oh, no, evoking a Mole Drifter.
Wow.
Even just playing a Mole Drifter is super strong, so this
Old
guy is
Drifter
really
is
good.
Good, yeah.
He does, however, that puts him on 8 cards tapped out, so that Mole Drifter is a effective draw 2, discard 1.
Maybe that's what he wanted.
He's gonna, like,
Maybe he wants to discard some
huge...
giant dragon. Also, Pardic Dragon is in this set, and I'm really sad about that.
That card isn't good.
It's not very good.
Ah, we even drew the swamp as our land number 4.
Cool. Thallid beatdown continues.
With the Masked Admirers given the side beatdown. All right.
Yes.
Yes.
This is perfect.
Yeah. Well, draw 2, discard 1. Yeah, he did cast the Moldrifter. Look, I will never begrudge a person for evoking a Moldrifter. That is the
No.
point of Moldrifter. When you have a Moldrifter, you feel great. Like it's gonna be really foolish when all of a sudden he like Revel Arcs on turn 5 or whatever.
Oh God. Hey, that's in this set too, isn't it? Yes, it actually is.
Uh-huh.
Oh
Fairy
man.
Mechanist. He likes his card advantage. I wonder if that'll see anything for him.
I'm liking our beef advantage.
Right. I'm fine trading Mass Admirers with that. Because it can come back. Also, our Baloth comes in next turn.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and trade the Admirers with that if he wants to. Now, the thing about Reach or Branches that got me for a little while, the 2/5s do not have Reach. They're just 2/5s.
Right. Even though it says reach right on the card.
Yeah.
That's kind of a surprise. Also, they're the traditional, like, low power, high toughness reach creature.
Right, but Treefolk in Lorwyn, that was their gambit, was having a large amount of toughness so that Doran the Siege Tower would work very well with them.
Yeah.
Also,
and lots of other things, too.
Yeah, Doran the Siege Tower is a monster, and I love him.
Wow, our opponent has failed to find land.
Wait,
although he discarded,
one. What's going
that's,
on?
That's pretty extreme.
Buddy, all you had to do was play that swamp. Also, did you know our opponent has 2 Moldrifters? Because that's scary.
Must be on the Revelark plan.
Yeah.
That is kind of scary.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and make a Thallid, and then make a Reach of Branches, and then we're going to swing for 9 with the Baloth coming in, too.
Hello!
Crush!
Oh, you can even pull back the what's-its because you cast a creature.
I did.
Yeah. That sounds fine.
And then we can cast that this turn, too. Pretty much everything's coming up us right now. Reach of Branches comes back because we got a forest. Masked Admirers draws us a card.
Good lord.
We can suspend Nantuko Shaman next turn. We're getting close to having enough mana for Woodfall Primus.
Man, this is firing on all cylinders.
We
really.
have like lethal damage represented on board with a removal spell in hand.
Like, I don't know if Revelark even does it.
Revelark would make it so he would get back 2 Moldrifters and then go to... and not kill anything on our board, and go to 2.
Yeah.
Which isn't where he wants to be.
What is he going to cast? Let's see. Evoke a third Moldrifter.
Yeah, evoke Moldrifter. Look, show me the 3rd Moldrifter. I will... He just wants cards.
He must be casting something. Come on, guy. Out with it.
Erratic Mutation. Okay, so he was deciding like how much he wanted to gamble on this.
All right. That's fair.
Now, let's see how his gamble pays off. The gamble says he should have went higher. He bid.
Divinity of Pride, huh?
He cannot cast that with Island.
I think that our opponent is a very greedy person.
He's playing Divinity of Pride with an island in his deck. I'll concur.
He has a mountain there too. Yikes!
Oh yeah, Mountain Forest.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna go ahead and play this Moldervine Cloak
I like that plan. Let's crush him.
and crush him because he's probably gonna like kill our Baloth.
Well, what does he have that can kill Baloth though? Like, really?
Nothing.
I'm just saying that pepper smoke is a perhaps bigger problem there. But, you know, whatever.
Oh. That's a fair idea. Really, he's threatening a lot of things because these are vivid.
Yeah, they're vivids.
But All right.
He could also like Echoing Truth if it were that, and
I just put it on the sapling because that was the least threatening card. So like, if he has to waste a kill spell on it, I don't feel bad. Okay, it was Echoing Truth, but he went ahead and did it on the Dirkwood Baloth.
yeah, all right.
So he'll go to 2. And then I'm going to go ahead and suspend Nantuko Shaman. Give us another card draw next turn. Give us a hasty creature next turn.
Probably more card draw than that because you get to pull back the.
If I pull back the Nantuko Shaman has a odd.
Oh,
rider.
right. Then your land would be tapped.
Yep.
That's.
However, it doesn't matter. Our opponent conceded.
That's weird. That is a very strange interaction.
All right, so our opponent is greedy.
I guess we have to be consistent to beat his greed,
Yeah.
or perhaps have like a kill spell for the creature that he finally has at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like we were holding Death Rattle for his Divinity of Pride the entire time,
and nothing. It never came. It never
Yeah.
happened.
I don't know if we have anything that specifically fights him. Like Woodfall Primus is the closest thing to that. Do you imagine that he has any kind of other fixing that, like, a Corrosion Grip would break?
No, probably not. We could beat him by going greedier. We could pull in the Lotus. Ah, greed, you say?
Surprise! I now have a Brute Force on my Woodfall Primus. Mwah!
We could, like, remove... I think I'm fine with all of our black cards, really.
Yeah.
Like, he isn't going to be... From what he showed, his creatures are very, like, one-off, so Warren's Weirding should be good. Death Rattle showed to be very good, and Stinkweed Imp, again, will, if he just has one-off creatures, will do its job very well as well. I think we just stick with what we have.
Let's do it. Ship it back. Attack.
Alright.
It's on him to make his insane 5-color Revelark plan work.
I have to think he has Revelark.
Yeah, that really... I mean, that's a like mana fixing, and if he wants Divinity of Pride, he's probably more solidly black-white than it looked like.
This is a hand I can get behind.
I like it.
I'll have to decide what I'm doing on turn 2. I think
And drawing a Baloth would be awesome.
I think it's just going to be suspending these Dust Wasps, because he doesn't seem to be the aggressive type for this Thallid Shell Dweller to be doing a ton.
Yeah, true. Like, the Thallid Shell Dweller is at his best when he's blocking 2/1s.
Right, and this guy doesn't seem like the kind of person to be playing 2/1s.
Watch him come out the gate, though. He'll suddenly be a Goblin deck. Just you wait.
Look, we're just going to suspend giant Dust Wasps.
I'm gonna let him deal with that when the time comes. Bees!
Bees! We'll cover
Yep.
him with bees, and that'll
black,
work.
White. What do you got, buddy?
Evoking a Muldrifter. There it is.
Maybe he didn't care about like splashing blue with all his vivids, and that's how
fair.
he's. Then again, he showed forest and mountain, so he has tribal flames in his deck. Which again, I don't think we care about. Like we have so many creatures,
Like his
and Reach of Branches is going to be awesome.
Divinity of Pride is like the thing he could play that would be a huge threat. But now he, like, Forest as his land drop precludes that. Like, he can't make a turn 5 Divinity of Pride anymore because he controls a forest.
Yeah.
Maybe Drag Down? Oh! Hey.
Hey, that's a reason to get greedy.
I found a reason he... Okay, I can completely accept this man's greed now.
Yes.
I would be just as greedy. Because... That's a card I like.
Mm-hmm.
Bees? Ooh, turn 4.
Hey! Turn 4 Imperious Awesome.
I'm keeping the island back.
Oh, it's going to be a secret.
Well, I'll play it next turn so that I can leave the
Yeah,
forest. But
so we can have the reach of branches.
yeah,
But
Imperiosaur.
ah,
This guy really likes his card draw. Muldrifters, Etched Oracles. Oh no, Aether Spellbomb with no blue. His Vivid is actually out of counters.
yeah, he spent 1 blue on the Moldrifter and another Vivid counter on the Etched Oracle.
For red mana, obviously.
It could have been red or blue, but not a huge deal.
No.
Also, I wasn't paying attention.
I didn't see it either.
His choice, really.
Yep. So, also, not this turn, not this next turn, but we have 2 turns until we start getting giant bees showing up into play.
God. Oh man, how awesome would Crows and Grit be here?
Wow, that might actually, now that I think about it, with what we've seen now, I think it's worth bringing. It might be worth bringing in.
If we somehow throw this one.
Well, he has like Fairy Mechanist too, so he must be playing enough artifacts to support a Fairy Mechanist, and
I don't know, man. We're dealing with the greediest man on Earth. I don't think he might not actually have enough artifacts to support that.
my favorite thing is that all of the cards I can tell out of him are blue, and I don't see a basic island on the other side of the table right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this thing. Okay, cool, that works. Come on. I've got some bees for you.
So he's deciding whether he wants to cast the Rebel thing on our Imperiosaur. What is that card actually called? That
Bound in Silence?
Bound in Silence, and it has like a werewolf being levitated on it. It's a stupid thing.
It's tribal.
It's a rebel.
Ah, rebel. Hey, Paradise Mantle.
Yeah, that's painfully legit.
If I were a fool, I could, like, use Imperiosaur for mana. No,
Right, so we can cast like Reach of Branches and wait, no.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Do the dinosaur.
Hello.
Let's see it. Show me your trick. I hope it's chump block and
And
sacrifice.
draw 3. Yeah, it's probably block and draw 3. Target me. Damn it.
Yeah, okay.
Reach of Branches is going to be our like card advantage engine for the next little while. There's no point in actually playing Paradise Mantle until we need it, because it's 0.
Right. It's like the same in and out of your hand.
I think he's going to go ahead and cast his
Is Divinity of Pride?
Divinity of Pride here. Yep.
Yep.
There it is.
Crap.
We have a 5/5.
Our bees.
Oh
Our
god.
bees do not look as good.
He has more Aether Spell Bombs. Also, Aether Spell Bombs are a legit way of making our tree folk look stupid.
Yeah, and yeah, that makes him spend them.
Right.
Also, he has like 1 blue mana left. Yes, I would like to use that ability. I mean, he won't block the dinosaur.
Yeah. Also, if he attacks with Divinity of Pride, we just get to, like, crash back. I could go ahead and play out the Paradise Mantle and equip it now?
Yeah, if you're not going to spend your mana, that would be advantageous.
Yeah, well, I'm going to spend 5 of the 6. So...
Yeah. Let's put it on the Wasp, because he can just bounce.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's no point in
Kill
putting
token.
it on the token, because he'll He can only Vivid Grove, so...
I mean, I grant you, but, we have to imagine that he has an island in his deck, and probably search for tomorrow, and let's hope Kodama's reach.
Yeah.
Or else, man...
I mean, that Divinity Pride is looking mighty lonely on the other side of the board right now.
Yeah, let's see.
Like, what's the life point on this? It's 25? Yeah, it's not gonna get... It's gonna take a lot for it to actually get huge, and with Imperiosaur, like, bearing down on him... I don't think he's going to be able to go ahead and get huge.
Yeah, he's got to come up with something else, but we kind of do too.
Right,
it's
like,
pretty close.
him having 2 Aether Spell Bombs is actually really powerful here because it makes both of our Reach of Branches just blank. It could reset the Giant Dust Wasps, buy him a lot of time there. Imperiosaur doesn't race Divinity of Pride effectively.
Yeah.
There's an island, okay, so he actually does have basic island. Fine, whatever. You play it in your deck. It's good to see that mana isn't really much of an issue for what we have going on. I could actually go for the Woodfall Primus next turn if that was that would be a solid top deck. Just take out his islands.
Make sure that he can never cast anything ever again.
Bounce this. Alternatively, any of our removal for the Divinity of Pride.
Yep. Warren Weirding looks good. Delve Death Rattle looks good.
Even like Spider.
Yeah, even Stinkweed Imp would be alright.
Yeah, all of our black spells are pretty effective against it. Stinkweed Imp would make him waste an Aether Spell Bomb. We have him on the ropes just on what's going on here. He's got a... Oh, he's going to bounce the Giant Dust Wasp. Okay.
Quick, add mana. Oh.
Nah. Then he's going to crush back in. However, we crush back for 9, 10, 11, 12. We crush back for quite a heavy amount.
That's kind of surprising. He must have something else. Come on.
Wrathy Trapper.
That's not quite it.
Yeah. Prevents Warren's Weirding from being the best top deck, but still makes it good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just get to crush back for a very large amount, or like make him use that Aether Spell Bomb next turn.
Or make him time out from all these weird decisions that he's making. Come on, guy. This is the other problem with having way too many options in your deck.
Paralysis of choice. Like
our choices are pretty straightforward, even with the interactions and
yeah,
things
like I'm attacking
have.
you. I am dealing damage to you. That is my game plan. Is he using the Aether Spellbomb? 4. Fairy Mechanist. That doesn't change our plan.
That's what, a 2/2?
2/2. It makes all of our attackers still beat it in combat. Let's see if it finds anything. Nope.
Yeah, I really wanted it to not find anything.
Alright, Reach of Branches. Then Giant Dust Wasp comes on in.
Yeah, let's cast him.
Hey, Death Rattle!
Freaking sweet.
We are heroic. Let's go ahead and crush first. Ask questions post-combat. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and murder your man here.
Yeah, well, you're completely tapped out.
Yeah, well, like I'm not waiting around for this. And then we'll equip Paradise Mantle with our last dying breath. Alright, so you no longer have lifelink and must use resources in order to not get murdered here.
Man, he was really trying to ride the divinity. Yeah, the mountain comes out.
Yep.
Good lord.
Okay, the question is, what domain spells does he have? He has to have some.
I mean, we saw tribal flames going around, right?
Yeah, there was a Tribal Flames. I guess there's a black... Yeah, Drag Down. There's
drag down.
-5,
Okay.
-5. Okay, that's a reasonable kill spell.
Yeah, that's legitimate. It's probably not sufficient, but it's legitimate.
Right.
I also think that having domain spells is a little sketchy when you have Vivids in your deck.
Yeah, trump the domains he could have, that +X and trample. Planar Despair. He's gonna break out Collective Restraint and we're just getting murdered.
Ha. Alright, so what he wants to do is tap down one of our guys, I guess.
He also probably wants to use that Aether Spellbomb to bounce something.
Yeah, bounce a tree folk, tap a guy down. You still have a good attack.
Yep. And then I also get to play out my entire hand as well. Like, I get to replay Giant Dust Wasp 2.
Oh, this is where we draw Maloku. Yes!
Please. So, a secret about Maloku. I don't think I've actually had to play a game of Maloku where I had to finish it. Like, generally, you cast Maloku and your opponent's just like, yep, this sucks. Like, actually winning with Maloku is difficult. Alright, well, he's got the Trigon Predator. We still have good attacks.
Yay, Stinky!
Do I wanna... Oh, whatever, that's the other one. Get out of the way, I don't care.
Oh no! It still gave you those awful cube tickets?
Yep. He can't use Aether Spellbomb here.
That's amusing.
I could play... Now let's just crush in and see what happens. Move to combat, we'll see what you do.
Yeah, I like attack.
And he taps the
Taps
wrong
down
creature.
giant. That's amusing.
I guess the question is... Yeah, I swing with both here.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I'm thinking if I actually want to cast Stinkweed Imp and Giant Dust Wasp. But I can use 7 mana just as effectively. And then Stinkweed Imp can be this. Do not suspend that. So that turn 2 Thallid Shell Dweller we had finally came down on 8.
Yeah, well, I guess that's not too bad.
Right. Also,
Because we still have things to do.
right. I don't think there was never a turn where that was a better option.
Right.
And having it in the deck is definitely correct. I guess if Game 3 were to occur, that's a card I would probably board out for, like, Crow's Grip, maybe.
Yeah. That would make his, like, little spell bombs look pretty bad.
Make his spell bombs look worse. Make his,
The etched oracle.
Etched.
Like, ha ha! Etch this! Zorch.
What the hell's he doing here?
He's trying to cast Progenitus.
Oh,
Can't quite get there.
Incremental growth. Oh! Hi!
Yeah, okay, that's
My team
fair.
is huge.
I think it's a little too late, though.
This guy is huge. Oh,
Yeah, maybe this will just draw the concession, and then
I
we
don't
won't
really
have to...
I, again, don't want to actually have to, like, figure out how to win with Maloku here. I'm doing some stupid things here, by the way. Alright, so Maloku's in play.
Oh, man. See, I kind of wanted the suicide attack here. Because you can't block all that much. And
I didn't have any real attacks that made sense. Like, it would have just suicided all my flyers, and I would have got through for 2 points, whereas
right,
next...
but getting him from 5 to 3 puts way more pressure on him. It makes way more of your creatures individually threatening.
He also had the up Aether Spellbomb. He wouldn't have taken any damage and just wrathed all of my creatures that attack.
Okay, fine.
Like if I attack, I've got 2/5, 2/5, 3/3, 3/3. Both his flyers block the 3/3s. Tree Folk blocks on there, and he just like bounces the last creature, and then I lose everything. Whereas this way, I just get to like make Moloku do a lethal swing.
Well, I mean, you're making him bounce Moloku.
He better. He's gonna like untap Threaten Effect.
Ah! Wait, are there threaten effects in the set? I don't remember seeing one.
Not to my knowledge.
That sounds too marginal for a set that's supposed to be this dense with like things.
Stuff.
No, it'll be take possession.
He's off double blue.
Oh, okay.
I think he's just gonna Aether Spellbomb bounce Moloku. That's what I would do in his position here. Because if he doesn't do that, he just gets... No, Aether Spellbomb bounce a Tree Folk. Sure.
Wow. Okay, so he has something else to deal with Moloku in hand?
He must. Eternal Witness to pick up like a kill spell or something here.
That kind of makes sense.
Alright, I'm considering what the lethal swing looks like.
This is where Thalid Shell Dweller shines.
I made a terrible mistake doing that.
What's that?
Not bouncing Forests with Moloku.
Oh.
That was something extremely stupid of me, and whatever.
Well, it'd let you get Stinkweed Imp down or something.
Why is he attacking all out? What the hell's going on?
Ball Zerko.
Oh, he's got the Echoing Truth! Bounce giant dust wasps.
Hella rude.
Yeah, dude, that's rude. Illusion Token's gonna just take a bonk. Well, yeah, Illusion Token will take the bonk. Is he tapped out?
Yeah, it looks that way.
1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at what my swing back is. Yeah, Illusion Token takes the hit. I just go to 12. Like I said, I am really terrible at playing Moloku because I don't actually ever have to play it much. So I just did some stupid stuff with it, and that was bad of me. I shouldn't have cast Stinkweed Imp is what I should have done. There's no attacks that make sense here. Yeah, like...
Well, I mean, he can just tap down Stinkweed Imp anyway.
Well, he can't. He doesn't have mana right now.
Right, but I mean when he comes to attack you...
If he offensively does it, I feel a lot better about it, though.
Right, but then... well, I'm saying Stinkweed Imp is not going to block.
That's reasonable. And then we go ahead and cast a Dust Wasp. Move a Paradise Mantle over, and pass. He's almost out of gas as well, too.
Man, no fear from this guy.
No. Do I have fear? 1 card in hand?
Well, what's it gonna be? Tribal Flames?
Yeah. Um,
Okay, so let's worst case scenario. It is tribal flames. Where does that leave us?
dead if I don't block. Well, the thing is, if I don't block Trigon Predator right now, what he'll do on his move to combat is tap down Stinkweed Imp. He might just have me anyway if I don't block. Oh, I'm not gonna block. He's got me like dead to rights. Couldn't block. Yeah, I think I'm just dead here.
Ah, man.
Yeah, that was really poor of me. I shouldn't have made, like, again, just terrible Moloku decisions.
I don't understand. Our opponent didn't simply concede the game. That's what that card does.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's just going to go ahead and end a turn, tap down Stinkweed Imp, and then tap down Giant Dust Wasp and swing for 9.
Yeah, yeah. Make him do it though.
Yeah. Whatever. I am a fool and should, like, recognize interactions when I see them. Okay. Let's move the Thallid Shell Dweller out of there. It doesn't do anything. I think Crowsand Grip is reasonable. What other reasonable cards could I have? Stinkweed Imp number 2?
Blockers for his flyers.
I feel like Crowsand Grip's probably the...
Crimson Grip is what you want.
Well, yeah. I think that's just the best change to make, is do that. See Penumbra Spider. Move in, Lotus Bloom. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
Alright, let's go with this.
sweet.
Yes, I would like to play first. And I like this hand a ton.
All right, I'm seeing a turn 2 suspended dude.
Yep, and turn 3, like... well, none of the options on 3 actually work, but whatever.
Yeah. Although, like, suspended creature, throw Moldervine Cloak on it.
Well, I can't throw Moldavine Cloak on the suspended guy, like, when he's suspended, but yeah.
I know, but I'm saying that the creature gets cast when you have mana open.
That is correct.
Ah, barf.
It's that man! Hey, Stinkweed Imp, how you doing? I think we do nothing and then just suspend Nantuko Shaman.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not under pressure, and it only slows down the attacks from Nantuko Shaman by 1 turn.
Hmm.
Also, like, might let us, like, Moldervine Cloak or something like that. Feeling hopeful about, Crowsand Grip. Ooh, Jugan. You're good to see.
I forgot that we had that crazy card in our deck. And also that they put all the legendary dragons in the set.
Not only is that crazy card in our deck... Oh, please tap out for, a thing. On the plus side, look at his mana base, and then, like, consider Divinity of Pride. That card's in his deck. That was a card that he...
Divinity of Pride is in this man's deck.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Oh, God.
Divinity of Pride is literally a card contained in this man's deck. Alright, let's go ahead and get our free card draw.
I like that idea.
Hey, it's black. I'm gonna go ahead and just see if he... Yeah, he's gonna... I'm not gonna bother with Moldervine Cloak right now because he can just tap my guy. And then I'll go ahead and cast Stinkweed Imp and pass turn. And then next turn we have a large amount of power on the board. I can cast Jugan, which will just always eat the Wrathy Trapper. And wow, he's looking fairly light on things to do.
Wow.
Let's go.
So again, this is Tribal Flames, or it's Mold Drifter that he chose not to cast.
Alright, so we'll go to combat. He'll tap something down. Oh, he has more than just tap something down. What does he have? Oh, he's going for a full power erratic mutation.
That's fair. It's a removal spell, sure.
Oh, it has failed him. Our giant dust wasp is now gianter. So it's going to get tapped down.
That's amusing.
Alright, so he, also that Echoing Truth is on the bottom of his library. Gianter dust wasp. All he did was anger the bees.
You have mutated the bee.
Alright, let's go ahead and cast Jugan, and then...
Now deal with my other green flying creature.
Yes, flying in green. That's the sub-theme in this set. What does this man have? Cast Moldrifter. Alright, that blocks.
Yeah, it leaves up his Wrathy Trapper, too. Oh, man, you want to just put Moldervine Cloak on Stinkweed Imp so we have nothing but powerful men?
That was my thought process, yep.
Yes.
All of our men are huge.
Man, incremental growth would be great for us, too.
Yeah, he actually would have problems. He would have to target one of our own guys if he played it, so... Alright, let's put this man on 9. Cool. Again, having Crowsand grip up in case this man gets super greedy with, like...
He'd be like, you, Etched Oracle, and we can be like, we don't care.
Yo, we don't care. Ah, the cool kids' play would be to Crowsand grip the Moldavine Cloak and start Dread.
Yeah, that would be the play if we still had Worm Harvest in our deck.
Yeah. Instead, I think he's gonna go for the Etched Oracle.
Man, please do it. That would be so beautiful.
Please.
He's not doing it.
He's not doing it. He's probably looking at Divinity Pride in his hand and just, like, sighing.
Be like, what a foolish life I lead.
Eternal Witness.
Pull back Erratic Mutation, then Erratic Mutation.
I don't think he can afford to, like, try an Erratic Mutation here. He's grabbing the Bull Drifter. He's grabbing... Okay, it just looked like it was pointing at... Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so his Erratic Mutation... Like, if it fails him, everything is really bad.
Yeah, we still have attacks. That's the crazy part.
I really want to kill him with the bee. Yeah, well, also, he can't block. Like, nothing he could do would let him... Oh, man. Yo, you think you got moves? Yo, you think you got moves?
I'll show you moves.
Let me show you my moves. Hey, buddy!
Zorch!
Them's the moves.
No reach of branches. Okay.
I'm holding one. Yeah. All right, he's on 2, and we kill him with any creature that connects. Is this the game on Steam? No, this is not the game that is on Steam. Sorry, Hammond. Okay, this man needs to kill all 3 of our creatures in order to be successful. So let's see how he deals with the bees. The bees don't care.
Wow.
He is making the bees... all of his attempts to kill the bees only make them angrier.
Yeah, that was that, I guess.
Yeah.
Man.
He also...
God, how I truly wished that he would have played Etched Oracle right there, which he definitely had. Look at how he tapped.
Yeah, he went for it, and then he was like, well, this doesn't block. And then he's like, well, I've got the spell bomb. This'll... Yeah, the bees were angry. Whoa, green flyers. There we go.
Yep. Alright, you have to promise me that if we come up against the deck that has like a ton of removal, you switch to the full-on dredge plan and we worm harvest.
Oh, yeah, sure. That I can do that. Like if we come up against the man who has every removal spell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Hirobi's Whisper, the Glacial Ray, the Hanakami to pull them all back.
Man, that's a deck I want to play. That'd be sweet.
That would be an awesome and a fun deck, and have almost no creatures in it.
Its win con would be like splicing that Glacial Ray at you.
Yeah.
It's the 5-color Dampen Thought.
Oh. God.
Yeah, that would be,
Like, removal spell, splice, dampen thought. Dampen thought, splice, dampen thought. Removal spell, splice, dampen thought. Like, that's... Hanakami pulls back dampen thought, splice, dampen thought.
Hirobi's Whisper, Hirobi's Whisper. Dampen Thought myself so I can do my Hirobi's Whisper correctly.
Yeah.
You do deal 1 million damage. If you Blast of Genius, discarding Gleemax. Yeah, also that was the last game, pretty obviously. Alright. We have won the die roll. Let's see how this looks. Oh. Don't like it.
Yeah, that's questionable. Leaning towards let's not play that game. Like, if you had... honestly, if you had a suspend one guy, I would say keep. Like, if Woodfall Primus were Dirkwood Baloth, I would be like, I am totally down.
Yeah, we're mulliganing to 6 here. This is a lot better. I mean, it has a second land, and we might be able to cast something in this game.
Cool.
If we have to, Citanal Wood Readers can come down as just a 1/4. Penumbra Spider will be a huge blocker.
Oh, the greenhorn turtle. Let's see how this goes.
Yep. At least Thallid means that, you know, we'll be able to live a while because we can just make Thallid tokens and such. Thallid's a fine 1-drop. Is our opponent... Okay, our opponent is here. No, we do not want a mulligan again. Also, Thallid will totally get in for like 2 points of damage.
Sweet. It's sort of like a shock.
Oh, more Vivids. Always yield to Thallid. Mulligan to 0. What do we get out of him? Oh, suspend the best suspend guy.
Oh man, Arid Ephemeron was like the best first pick.
Yep.
Like, you knew you were having a good draft as soon as you like picked up one of those.
Ah, third land. I think we hold off on the Wood Readers.
I concur.
I don't feel like we're under pressure. It's not going to put any pressure on him. And I would rather be able to kick this for some cards later. But yeah, like, this guy is the first pick that makes you feel really good. Ooh. This guy gonna, like, storm off on the turn this Ephemeron comes in?
That would be pretty badass. Although I want to say that he would have already had to have suspended it, like some other stuff.
Yeah. He could, like, suspend Riftbolt the turn before or something like that.
Yeah. Like, this is where he suspends Lotus Bloom.
Oh, Pestermite.
Ooh.
He's going to tap down my, like, blue source to prevent me from doing things on my turn. Which it does. It prevents my spider.
That's amusing.
I'm going to swing with Thalid because I'm perfectly fine with this trade. Would you like to make this really terrible trade? Oh, okay, he doesn't.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yep.
Man, he stopped the spider.
Yeah, stopping the spider, he doesn't even know he stopped the spider.
Hmm. Alright, suppose he has Spell Stutter Sprite.
What the hell?
Pardic Dragon.
Dude, that's not resolving.
Whatever. He doesn't know that.
The card never resolves.
He's representing Spell Stutter. I'm annoyed by that.
It can't counter things. Spellstutter counters a spell of converted mana cost X or less, not mana leaks.
Oh. Okay. We're good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, don't worry.
Like, I haven't had to play against that card in a long time, and it just always countered what I was playing, you know? Like,
oh, hey, your Pardic Dragon just isn't resolving.
man, that pushes Dragon back a turn.
Yep.
Like, you're seriously banking on your opponent never playing spells.
Yep.
It's so bad.
It's really terrible. And we can cast spells for days here. Like, I feel fine casting this Moldervine Cloak onto something.
Cast Stinkweed Imp every turn. Surprise!
Petals of Insight.
Wow!
He wants his concentrates badly. Tapping out for a concentrate right at this position is, Seriously? Okay. I'm sitting here looking for, like, the message that says what he did with it, but it doesn't say anything. Okay, I'm gonna go...
Did he just take the 3 cards?
He took the 3. I'm gonna go ahead and grab put the Moldervine Cloak on... Do I want it on Thalid? Yeah.
Sure.
Thalid, go to town. Hey, Pardic Dragon, you're still not resolving. The other thing that you could bank on with Pardic Dragon is if you, like, hit it under your cards and your opponent forgot about that it was a May.
Ha!
Yeah. How long until this Ephemeron? Okay, the Ephemeron's down next turn, so that's 6 flying, but I'm not really that scared. Because he's on 8 and probably needs to be on the defensive.
Yeah, one swamp makes that look just totally embarrassing, too.
Yep. Any land, actually, is just fine here, because I can either kick Wood Readers or... like...
Most of the spells in your deck are okay, too. I guess we could draw Thalid Shell Dweller, and that would be underwhelming.
I'd still be fine with it. Like, it's still a spell, it's still a Thalid, it kicks this Pardic Dragon back another turn... Like, he's on 8, and we're representing 7 points. He's in a tight bind. He does have 6 cards in hand and should be able to do something about it. But,
Wow, no fear.
yeah. Okay, man. What's he got that's gonna clean this up? Hard cast a Pardic Dragon at me?
Kega.
Mog War Marshal, damn.
That'll hold down the fort or something. Man, that's weird. What a weird deck.
Aether Spellbomb also... Oh, Aether Spellbomb's actually terrifying here.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Okay, Thallid Germinator. I actually want to cast this right now. Actually... Oh, what do I want? I think I want to, like, leave back Penumbra Spider. I don't know, this is now strange.
Well, I mean, he spends the spell bomb on Thallid.
That's what I want. Yeah, because that's a straight 2-for-1. He should do that. Alright, I'm just going to swing with the Thallid and the Saproling, and then leave Penumbra Spider back as a blocker. No, he's not even caring. Because he's going to bounce Penumbra Spider and then swing for a 6 in the air? That sounds right. I mean, it's not lethal, and though there are cards you could definitely play that could make it. This Partick Dragon, get out of here, you're stupid.
What, 2 brute forces?
Like burn spells.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rift Bolt would be a card I would expect to see out of this guy. The Mog War Marshal buys him just a lot of time on the ground. Hell, even like a counter spell gets him the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Though there are very, very, very few counter spells in this format.
Yeah, Cryptic Command, I guess. I don't think you're beating Cryptic Command if he has
no,
that.
there probably nothing I could do to beat Cryptic Command if that was his. Another 4/4 flyer. Shit, another 4/4 flyer. Dang it. Okay, make a Thallid. I think I'm being crushed.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can really do here.
Let's let him make a bad decision. AKA blocking with Errant Effremont here. Because we have a lot of things we can represent on this. Ah, cool. Mistakes were made. Okay, so we're going to target this thing, sack a Saproling. Target this thing, sack a Saproling. Oh, did that... Oh, I fucked it up.
Oh, no!
Oh, God.
Oh, come on. Aw.
I gave the Saproling +1/+1. I'm a fool.
God damn it.
I am a fool.
Well, there went our last hope.
I don't think that did it anyway with his 5 cards in hand, but now I feel a fool. Okay, I need more Stinkweed Imp.
Yes, full dredge! Do it!
Get the Shell Dweller out of here. You're useless. Forest for a swamp. God, I'm such a fool. I can't believe I just did that. What other things do we have that just aren't very useful? Like if I want to play the Worm Harvest.
I want to say that with all his like flyers and stuff, that Woodfall Primus is actually not all that great.
That thing's huge too. Yeah. What about the cloak against this guy if he's got spell bombs and such?
Yeah, Cloak is probably pretty bad. Like, not only does he have spell bombs, he has like chump blockers.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so foolish. Okay, this is a hand I will keep. It's a bit slow, but it has a lot of card draw going on with it. I'm also on the play.
And Sporoloth Ancient also surprisingly makes guys.
Yeah!
Oh,
Quickly!
yeah, surprise! Thalids!
Ah, okay, you're a little late to the party, but we will accept you.
It's fine, it's fine.
Yep.
I like drawing a card off of, what's his 3/2 name?
The shaman.
Yeah. I keep wanting to call him Nantuko Vigilante because that's one of my favorite cards ever. The guy who, like, unmorphs and is a naturalized.
Ah, yep, okay.
God, he's so good.
Okay.
Yes, Greater Boss Dog!
I added him. Okay, yeah, so we'll suspend Nantuko Shaman next turn. Oh, he's paying the Echo. Man wants it.
I guess he doesn't have anything else to do on 2 or 3.
That actually makes me feel really good if he doesn't have Ephremons to throw at me. That's the card that scares me the most out of his deck. Alright, let's go ahead and suspend this 3/2. That'll draw me a card, unless... Oh, God.
No, he's gonna
pester me! Oh, no! This guy would totally do it!
Yeah.
I know it's coming. I know it's coming. It's coming. Here it comes.
Oh, cast something with your planes and another land. Come on.
Come on, just tap your blue. Tap your blue source. That's all you have to do is tap your blue source.
Oh God, he's doing
He's
it.
doing it. Don't you dare do it. If you do this, everything will be awful forever. If you make me skip my card draw. I don't think he's doing it. No! This dick!
Yeah.
He's doing it! Everything is terrible forever. This gigantic jerk. We saw it coming from like 6 miles away.
I mean, we're not gonna what?
I
Not.
know.
I just.
There's no other choice. It's just.
Yeah. That's what makes me feel terrible about Magic as this like mental game of outthinking your opponent or whatever. There's just so many circumstances where you know exactly what's going to happen and it doesn't matter.
If you've ever gotten to play a game against play standard games back when Gitaxian Pro was legal, that's pretty much what they came down to. Oh, Lightning Helix.
Haha, the fool! He killed the.
He killed my Moss Dog.
You killed the wrong creature. You're gonna see him again.
I think I will choose to pick him up, yeah.
Yeah, because you have the Lunatic Fringe coming up.
Glacial Ray. Oh man, this guy's going quite deep into the... Alright, so I think the game just like gives me a little prompt during my draw if I'd like to dredge. Oh, I threw Jugan in the bin.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, let's go ahead and kick the man. Kick the man. Draw some cards. Get blockers. There's Worm Harvest.
Yes!
Alright, so Pestermut comes in, brings me down. Dirkwood Baloth gets to come in next turn and start eating goblins for like a year and a half.
Sweet. And we get our choice of what to do.
Yep. Oh, he's basic land cycling. Okay,
Yeah, cool.
that's fine.
Hey, Traumatic Visions is a counterspell.
Yep. Oh, God.
What?
It's Squee, Goblin Nabob. He can block for days.
Right, he can block one creature, but the worms!
Ooh! Yes! Spider! Yes! Give it to me! Give me the spider. That is the creature I want. Squee. He's so happy. Yeah, we're just gonna keep crushing with this Baloth until the end of time. It'll make him at least tap 3 for that Squee.
Yeah.
And yeah, I need to get the spider down just to stop the bleeding. That's...
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
He seemed really committed to getting your creatures out of the way.
Right, like he really wanted to end this game fast. Like he went so far as to burn his Glacial Ray to just kill a 3/2 with no ability. Because it was in the way. It wasn't an aggressive threat, he could have killed it if it was. With these goblins that don't mean anything. Petals of Insight.
How many lands did we get in the bin? I can't quite tell.
We got one. We have a swamp. So right now Worm Harvest is a bit,
Well, okay, fine, but...
yes.
I mean, you basically have all the lands that you want already.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, reach of branches. Oh no, tension!
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I think I want Sporoloth Ancient out.
You know what? That's also an army in a can. Why not?
We have, like, many armies in cans. Many of our cans contain armies. Yep, so his Mog War Marshal is going to start going into battle. And he's going to start hitting mana to start just hardcasting Aaron Ephramonts at me. Is probably what's going to happen here.
Well, he can't both cast Errant Ephemerons and
Yeah,
Squee
and
Goblin
Squee.
Nabob.
No, he can't. Yeah, it looks like he just casts Squee. Because he needs to buy time. What else has he got? Oh, Torrent of Stone to just kill off the Ancient. Okay. Our army in a can is...
Okay, that's one army dealt with,
yeah.
I guess.
Alright, next army!
Next.
If I play Forest now, I get to commit Thallid Germinator and Greater Moss Dog? But then I'm giving up Reach of Branches, and... oh, Jesus Christ. Tension! Let's...
I like to say cast both creatures because you're gonna get more forests. I mean,
Yeah. So let's crush
and
it.
you get if you get more of other types of lands, then you worm harvest. Simple.
Oh yeah, because I don't care about second copies of other lands. So yeah, let's get the greater Moss Dog. Like, we need armies on the board is really what we need. The longer this game goes, the more likely he is to start seeing flyers. That's the last thing we want.
I really want him to kill Greater Moss Dog too.
Ah, if he kills Greater Moss Dog, this looks a lot better.
Yeah, or Stinkweed Imp. We need. That's what we really need. This is the missing piece.
Careful consideration. Oh, Jesus. Man, this guy's got card draw.
Wow.
Oh, man, he gets a discard Squeed a careful consideration?
Oh, that's vile.
Oh. Ooh. That's a bit powerful.
I'm telling you, Worm Harvest is the breaker card.
But Reach of Branches is the breaker card.
He does not have a way to deal with Worm Harvest. We need to have had Stinkweed Imp already dead. That's
Yeah, well, that would be
that would make that good.
Alright, so he's going to go ahead and actually... He didn't discard Squee to that.
So he's gonna cast Squee.
That... Sure.
Man.
I guess. This man really does need to buy a lot of time in order to not get murdered by us. A giant dust wasp.
That's fine too.
God, so many competing things to cast.
That's better than having like a bunch of lands and nothing to do.
You know what? Crush this man. Everything.
Everyone, get in here!
I need you dead as fast as possible. No, he's just taking the rest of the hits.
You probably figured that you didn't have any other like creatures.
Well, I wouldn't make that play if I didn't have other creatures. Like, I just don't feel like he can threaten lethal damage back at me, and I can easily threaten lethal damage at him now.
I don't think this guy has lava spikes. I think the glacial ray is it as far as his burn. That and lightning helix.
Okay. He's holding 6 goddamn cards still. The one is Squee. That's still a lot of cards. He just doesn't have a lot of life left.
He's probably thinking to himself, either Spellbomb or...
You know, like Aether Spellbomb to bounce the giant bee, and then... Or like maybe Hardcast Partick Dragon, or... He's got to be trying to figure something out. What? I have no clue. We have the bee.
You have a bee!
We do have the bee!
He's our cheerleader here. Let's get you with bees.
I think the most annoying thing this guy could do is play a second copy of frickin' Mog War Marshal.
Well, he's tapped a lot of mana.
Yeah, I think Partick Dragon is what he's looking at, but at least that's the card that costs 2 red and 4 that exists, right?
Yeah.
B. What is he? Oh, he's lost connection to the game.
Oh.
Oh.
I guess that would also be a reason to like hang up on casting Partick Dragon. Great.
Oh my god.
We get to live in purgatory for a bit, and then he'll come back and be like, "Oh yeah, I had the victory card the whole time."
Oh yeah, the card I was casting, it was actually just when I'm at 10, Hidetsugu's second right, Aether Snipe. Yeah, that's a good one. Though he's bouncing the wrong card, so that's fine. Unless he has a second Lightning Helix. Oh, good lord, he has a second Lightning Helix!
Yikes.
Yeah, yuck. That's deadly. Second Lightning Helix is quite rude. Ooh. Death Rattle.
Death Rattle looks extremely good right now.
We can throw away everything but the swamp as well.
That's beautiful.
I think it's cast Darkwood and then just pass and hold up this Death Rattle for like his big dude.
Is it an instant?
It is.
Sure.
Because we need this 5/5 in play. That's like just something we
I don't
need.
think that's actually the case, but
Really?
that's fine. I mean,
We can't attack through Aether Snipe without it.
oh, fine, whatever.
Better question is, what other
you
thing
did-
could I do?
It could be like attacking with Greater Moss Dog to fool him into blocking it so that you can start dredging.
I can do that next turn when Thallid Germinator gives me a token, and then he'll be a 4/4, so he can trade with Aether Snipe.
I guess that's fine too. Just don't see that happening. He has a lot of cards.
He only has Squee and 2 others in hand at this point. He actually used a lot of his cards there. He's only got 2 unknowns in his hand. He has Squee and stuff. And if one of his stuff is Giant Flyer, we just get to kill it. So here's Giant Flyer.
All right, that's reasonable.
And there's Squee. Alright, so end step, I'm just going to go ahead and remove Giant Flyer from the equation.
Yeah, be sure to leave the land in your graveyard.
Yep.
This is-
That's very important. Alright, choose target non-green creature. That man. You. Ah, mana cost is black. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted.
I throw my graveyard at you. Crunch.
Forest. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and swing Greater Moss Dog and the Baloth.
Yes. Crush, kill, destroy.
Why is it not letting me... Okay, there we go. Demolish. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw my entire graveyard at you. That's fine. Oh, he's just taking the hit from Greater Moss Dog.
That's kind of what I expected, frankly.
Well, I'm fine with that. That's damage that happens. At this point, I think I start Reach-a-Branching.
Sure. 2 5s are going to be hard for him to get past.
Yeah. Let's...
Each one of those is an Ether Spell Bomb. And I see Moloku in your future, basically, and pull back a bunch of lands, and then you can worm harvest at that time.
Alright, so he's gonna have Squee to block me for days, but Reach of Branches is pretty much my breaker here.